Welcome to 2cutebeads.com. Today we're going to show you how to make our crystal candy bracelet. This one we're going to be working today with silver color square dowels. We have them over here. Kits available in our gold color. But the supplies you're going to need is 8 feet of 1.2 knotting cord. We use a 4-foot section, then we cut two 2-foot sections. 2 8mm sterling silver balls for your ending beads, and then we have 40 8mm square dowels. And you're going to need a clipboard, you're going to need a sharp pair of nippers, you're going to need either the hypo cement. Some of you, I know you burn with a lighter. Either way works just fine. So let's get started. So what I've done is I've taken my 4-foot section of knotting cord and I've taken it under my guideline that I put on my board, which is my 2-foot section. I've got everything clamped down. A little tip to make weaving easier, I put a pencil or a ballpoint pen under here just so my cord's a little raised up here. Now I make sure that both these sides of my 4-foot are equal and measure them out. Now pull them up. I have a left and a right. On my right hand side though, I have taken my hypo cement and I have glued about 1 inch here. This is what I'm going to use to keep track of which side my square dowel goes on. I want to cut it after it's dried, and it just takes a few minutes to dry. I cut it with my nippers to a point, like this. And now I'm going to start by going over my guideline, under my left cord, under my guideline, and up through. And I want to make sure that I keep my cords even at all times. There's nothing more frustrating when doing this than running out of cord before you're finished. Now I'm going to take my left side, under my right, up through the guideline. I've made my first complete Shambhala knot. You should have your glued side of the cord with your point on your right side. That tells me that's where my square dowel goes. I load on my square dowel, position it over my guideline, under my left cord, up through my guideline, and I pull tight. Now my glued side is on the left, so that tells me to put the square dowel. So if I have to walk away, I always know what side I was working on. Now I'm going to go over my guideline, under my right, under my guideline, and up through. And I'm going to make sure it's pointed in the right direction, and I'm going to pull tight. Again, my glued side now is on the right side, and you just continue this until you have all 40 square dowels loaded. Okay, so now we're coming down to finishing our bracelets. My last square dowel, so I'm going over my guideline, under and up, and I want my knot at the end to be the same as my knot at the beginning. If you notice, we started on the right side, so I'm ending my last square dowel on the left side, so it all comes together nicely, so it's equal on both sides. I'll show you at the starts here, ends here. So I've got my half of a knot now, so now I just need to finish the other half of my knot, and then that's going to finish adding the square dowels. And then again, you know, I've been using the lighter basically to close off our bracelets. It does, I mean, glue works great, but I feel more secure when I'm using the lighter. This is what it looks like. This is what the bracelet looks like right now. It's going to go on real nicely. I kind of measure it. So I'm going to need a band probably about 2 inches in the back. Okay, so now we're going to I'm going to show you how I do it with the lighter. If you haven't used the lighter before though, you know, I would try it on something until I got really good at it. You know, you just take it flame it here a little bit. I press it in, and it is secure. Making sure not to cut off your guideline. Do not cut off your guideline. And if you need the bracelet longer, you want to add more square dowels, I would do it in 2-inch segments. So like if I only wanted 1-inch closure in the back, then I would add 6 more sections. So I would use 46 instead of the 40 that come in the kit. Okay, so now we're ready to close off our bracelet. This is what it looks like. This is why I like the small clipboards and I don't like the large clipboards. I love the small clipboards because I can take it, put my bracelet underneath, take it here and here, clip it in place, and it just makes it an easy working surface for me. I use my binder clips. Okay, so now I'm taking my 2-foot cord and I'm going over both my guidelines and under my left cord, under both my guidelines, and up through. And again, try to keep your cords pretty even. Then over my guidelines, under my right cord, under my guidelines, up through. And I'm going to continue to do this until I have about a 2-inch section. So I have my 2 guidelines. I have approximately, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 inches. 2 inches makes a 7 1/4 bracelet. And so then the back of my bracelet is done. Kind of unloosen it up. We're going to take it off here. I'm going to pull my 2 guidelines together. Looks good. Okay, and you can look at it. This is from one side of the bracelet, can go either way. Flip it, and you have more cord showing on the other side of the bracelet. If we stack them, we like to wear them this way because we can put 3 or 4 bracelets on, and it's a really cool look. We can mix our silver and gold, or we do this, which looks, you know, really elegant. We're having a lot of fun making them. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I'm going to open this up a little bit here. And again, I'm going to show you how I do it with the lighter. This is pulled nice and tight, making sure that I don't take off my guideline. I am going right here and lighting it, making sure not to light my guideline. Just for a couple seconds, I press it in. Come over here on this side and see how much I've left there. And again with my lighter, not to burn my guideline, press it in. We found that these don't break this way at all, but a lot of people still prefer the glue. You can do it either way. Now all we have to do is put our silver balls on and our bracelet will be finished. So, load it through. And I leave about 1.5 inches just so I have enough room to open and close. Tie a knot. Kind of take it up a little bit. I'm saying about right there. But you really should do this with your bracelet closed, which is a mistake I just made. Because now I'm down too low. So I'm going to have to take this knot out and move it up a little bit. Got it? Okay, so now pull tight, again, cutting my end off, there we go, do my other side. And again, like I said, you can use glue or not use glue. So here we go. Our bracelet is finished. And let me bring, these are available as kits with all supplies needed and written directions. at twocutebeads.com. And as you can see, once we got started, we just can't stop. So, have fun, wear many, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stackables are all the rage right now. So, again, thanks for joining us at Two Cute Beads. Stay tuned for upcoming videos.